So what is Rogue Hunter? This is a tabletop game that I've been developing for over 10 years now. On version 2.4 of the rules, which you can actually go and download on the website. Now it's free, it's a model agnostic game, which means you could use any models that you happen to have in your house to play it. It is a tabletop game though, so you'll need some terrain pieces or some books, whatever you can use in order for your models to move around. Basically how the game works is you just pick hunters, 4 hunters versus 1 creature, and there are 31 hunters and 14 creatures to choose from, so a bunch of them. And then they battle it out. The hunters are trying to eliminate the creature's trying to survive and actually eliminate the hunters. So the hunters become the hunted, right? Now this is all based in a sci-fi environment. Basically it's the far future, mankind has expanded out, but they didn't do a whole lot of research onto the planets that they were trying to colonize before doing so, disrupting all sorts of type of massive creatures who then need to be hunted down. Now there's this whole organization of the hunters who sort of established a whole career path, sometimes a dangerous one because mercenaries will get involved, criminals will get involved, but also righteous people who are trying to do right and save people from these creatures. All of them come together creating these hunting parties that go and try to eliminate the creatures. Now what's fun about this game is you can play as either the creatures or the hunters, which is completely unique. Or you can play hunters versus hunters if you want to have 2 hunting parties facing off, right? There's a lot of different ways to play. The rule book has all sorts of information on how to do that. And that's the premise of the game. Now, even though you're battling it out to see who ultimately survives and who doesn't, there are a lot of things that happen during the game that are very unique compared to a traditional tabletop game. A few things about this. Number 1, as you're playing through, there's no you go, I go, there's no alternative game turns, rounds in the traditional sense. Instead, it's all agility based. So it's a little bit more realistic. There's some old RPGs out there who've sort of done this. And basically each guy, you roll a die, put it next to the model, and then you add that to their agility. And then that is when they go during that round. And you do that for each phase. So movement phase, shooting phase, the assault phase, and then you keep doing that over and over again. So it's constantly changing who's going when first. There's abilities that affect that as well. Another thing that's really different about this game is the hunters, as they're going through it, they can collect items on the battlefield. So whether it's through picking it up out of a barrel or a box, or it's going to a drop zone in the center of the gaming table, where if they sit there long enough, they get free items that come in. So as you play, these new items come in and can completely change the dynamic of the game. On top of that, there's also victory points. So that is a way to level up your guys during the game. Both the creature and the hunters have this. So then your abilities can sort of change during the game. You have to strategically choose, who's going to get what abilities when you get new victory points to spend on new abilities. So it's constantly changing. Each game is like a whole new story, a whole new narrative, and the odds that anything would ever happen the same in 2 different games is pretty much 0. So it just means it's completely replayable, and there's so many different characters and items, etc., that it should keep you interested for as long as you want it to. Now, another thing that's really nice about this game is the complexity of it. So creature versus hunter, really fun. There's going to be a version of story mode if you want to create your hunting party and watch them continue through the environment as they become more reputable, etc. Or you can play hunters versus hunters and really get the full complexity of the game. 31 characters, you got to think 4v4, all their abilities, all the items, it just gets hectic. It's a really fun game. I encourage you to go check it out. Go to my website, download it there. If you have any questions about how it works, let me know. I'm going to be making how-to videos on the game, and I look forward to the future where I'll be creating figures, I'll be creating lore books, etc., so we can dive into the universe together. It's been a long time coming. I'm excited for it, and thank you everyone who's helped me through the process so far. We'll see you in the next one.